Hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Christelle, and on this channel I talk about health and wellness in mind, body, and spirit. So today I thought I wanted to try something fun and different. Lately everyone's been talking about Miley Cyrus. She has her new hit Flowers, which has become the official theme song of single women everywhere, which it rightly deserves since it's a very empowering song. So I thought, why not try something new and fun, and let's do what a celebrity eats in a day. And what triggered this idea was watching her video Flowers and seeing how amazing she looks and how fit she looks. So I had to find out, what does Miley do for working out and what does she eat in a day? So for exercise, Miley is a devout yogi in the Ashtanga yoga practice. Ashtanga focuses on cardiovascular exercise and strength. She also incorporates some Pilates, and it's also been said that she works out 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. So that ain't possible for me. So we're not gonna worry about the exercise part. We're just gonna focus on what Miley eats in a day. So after finding a number of sources, they've all said the same thing. Miley had been a vegan since 2013. In 2012, she cut out gluten and dairy, and it's been said that she released a lot of weight after she did that, and then she became vegan in 2013. But since then, she's been on the Joe Rogan podcast a few years ago saying she no longer is vegan, that she incorporates fish because her brain wasn't working right. She was feeling effects of having very low omega-3 fatty acids, and which you can get from fish. And since she's been eating fish, she's found that her brain has been working better. She has more clarity, she feels more energetic, and she's had some hip and joint pain that's been alleviated from that as well. It also has been said that she is eating gluten again. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Miley is still an avid animal lover. She still has her 22 animals at her farm, 22 animals at her house, and she'll always be an animal lover. It's just that she needs to eat fish for health reasons. And that just goes to show not one size fits all. Not one diet's gonna work for everyone. So some people thrive on being vegetarian and vegan, and some people thrive on being carnivore. You need to focus on what works for you. And for me, what works for me best is eating predominantly plant-based with a little bit of meat here and there. Preferably a high quality meat that's organic, ethically raised. Sometimes it's hard to come by, but you just gotta do what feels right for you. So for this video, I found recipes that were in line what Miley Cyrus said she eats in a day. And how I found these recipes, I just Googled them. I found the recipes that were the highest ranked with most reviews. So we're gonna go with that. So for breakfast, I'm gonna have a pumpkin pie smoothie, which sounds delicious since pumpkin pie is my favorite pie. And then I'm gonna have a white bean kale salad for lunch. I'll have a blueberry smoothie for a snack. And for dinner, I'm gonna have a tomato vegetable soup with a side of fish. So let's go get some groceries and we're gonna start this tomorrow. It's the morning, the kids are off to school, I'm starving, and my first meal of today is gonna be the pumpkin pie smoothie, and I'm super excited for this one because, like I said, I love pumpkin pie. I have the ingredients already. We're just gonna smooth it out in a blender and see how it tastes. Okay, the big test. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty good. It almost tastes like dessert. Now I just winged the spices in there. I put pumpkin spice seasoning, and it asked for nutmeg, allspice, and ginger. which I'm sure all those ingredients are in the pumpkin pie spice. But I don't measure spices, I just throw it in. So I could use probably just a little bit more spice. Maybe follow directions, it might be accurate. Shoot. Okay, I just realized I forgot to put a tablespoon of almond butter in there. So I'm gonna go back, throw this back in the blender, and then taste it with almond butter. It might even taste even better. More nutty flavor. Not bad. Honestly, you could do with or without the almond butter. Totally. Okay, this is pretty good. I could probably have this a few times a week at least. I'm gonna finish my breakfast and then I'm gonna start prepping for my lunch, which is the white bean kale salad. All right, I'm starving. I am about to make the white bean kale salad that Miley Cyrus eats for lunch. And there's a lot of prep involved in this one, and I don't have much time. So I did a little bit of prep. I may have to stop, go pick up my daughter from school, and then come back and finish. I already picked my son up from school, so you may hear some noises and screaming and crying and all the other things toddlers do. So I'm just gonna try and get this started, and I'll probably have to come back and finish the salad when I get back. I got some kale, I already washed it. It asks for 10 ounces of kale in the recipe that I found, but I don't weigh my food, so I'm just gonna go what I think is appropriate that I would eat. And I'm also gonna put some kale in tonight's dinner in the tomato vegetable soup. Funny thing about kale is it's recommended that you lightly steam it and get it like lightly heated before you eat it. It's because kale has something called oxalates on it, which is a natural protective barrier on this type of plant. And eating too much raw kale is actually harmful for us. So it's definitely, if you've got kidney stones, you don't eat raw kale. But it also has something called goitrins, which inhibits the thyroid from taking up iodine. So you want to for sure massage your kale. I'm gonna massage it. I'm gonna like flash steam it in a pan just to get it a little bit warm, and that should be efficient. My very first job was at Bonanza restaurant. Probably none of the Generation Z would even know what that is, maybe some millennials. Gen X would definitely know. So I worked at Bonanza and they had the salad bar, and my job when I first started there was setting up the salad bar. So we used kale to garnish the salad bar. So we'd have a bunch of ice we'd put on there, put the bowls in the ice, and then we would lay kale around the bowls to make it look all pretty and look like, you know, a big garden. I never knew that we could eat this. So when I first heard that people were eating kale, I'm like, why in the heck would they eat a garnish? I thought it was like a plant, like a house plant or something, you know what I mean? So now I've gone to nutrition school, I learned about kale, I learned how to properly eat kale and that you can eat kale. So yeah, I'm excited to try the salad. Lightly pan fry this just because I want to break up that oxalate. Again, it's just going to be a flash fry. I mean, it's okay to eat a little bit of kale raw. It's just if you do it too much. I rarely eat kale, but because I know what I know, I always have to steam it. Same as spinach. asked for croutons. I was gonna look for gluten-free croutons, but now Miley eats gluten, so I'm just gonna eat regular croutons. A little bit in there. These are like garlic croutons. I would use them for my Caesar salads. And let's toss this baby up. Voila. Does it look? Looks pretty good. Looks like the picture. Okay. What definitely makes this is the maple syrup. And I don't think I would like the salad if it was raw. I think I'm really glad that I lightly steamed it, even though the directions doesn't say to. And it's going to be kind of filling because there's a lot of beans in there. So hopefully this will keep me more satiated than the smoothie did. Smoothies never keep me satiated. I'm always hungry in a couple hours. Okay. Really good. All right, it's snack time. Miley has a blueberry smoothie for a snack. And blueberry smoothies, pretty standard. You can pretty much whip up your own. I found a recipe just because, I don't know why. I always make my own smoothies. But for this one, I'm using macadamia nut milk. Again, this is going to be a vegan smoothie. Frozen banana. It asks for 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, vanilla yogurt. But because this is a vegan recipe, I have the coconut milk. Again, you can just whip it up like however you want. Blueberries. It's probably whatever. I like to put flaxseed. The recipe doesn't call for flaxseed. It is an option. I like to put it in there. Extra fiber. Using a vegan protein powder, Vega. I really like this brand. I've never tried the one with the greens in it, so this will be my first time trying this kind. It says creamy vanilla, but it smells like greens to me, so we'll see. Just do 1 scoop. Pretty simple. Yeah, like there's like enough for 2 smoothies in here. That's what happens when you don't measure. All right, taste test. Yeah, that's pretty good. Blueberry is not my favorite. The pumpkin pie one I like better, but that's just personal preference. But yep, this will tide me over till dinner. It's 4 o'clock now, and it's getting close to dinner, and it's time to make the tomato vegetable soup with a side of fish. So I have a recipe for the tomato vegetable soup, and for the fish, I'm just gonna grab a piece of frozen fish and put a little salt, pepper, and lemon on it. All right, let's get cooking.
There's no one like you, my little girl. Your eyes so blue under those brown curls. Soon you're on your way. Promise me that you know the world is yours. Strike them with your glow. Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life. Rocks are meant to be picked up and thrown. New ideas can be pleasantly overgrown. But you know where to go if you follow that heart. One step at a time. We all play our part.
All right, we got the taste test happening right now. I'm trying the vegetable soup. Now it's pretty hearty. I'm not a huge fan of vegetable soup, honestly. I like pasta or something in there. After this meal, I'll probably just modify it. Yeah, tastes like vegetable soup. Have you ever done the soup diet back in the day when that was popular? I did it in my 20s. It kind of reminds me of that. It kind of made me, I don't know, kind of sick of it. It's pretty hearty. I mean, like it has green beans. I put corn in there. There's some potatoes and then carrots. It's definitely not something that would be filling. You would have to pair it with something else because Miley is a pescatarian now, so she just eats fish for health reasons. But I definitely couldn't have the soup without some kind of protein. With the smoothies that Miley consumes, it didn't say whether or not she has protein, but I'm certain that she probably does, especially to have that nice lean body mass that she has. It's important to get enough protein for sure. So I just found plant-based protein, incorporated that. She doesn't consume eggs or dairy, so she doesn't use whey protein, so be mindful of that if that's something that you want to adapt. The best meal of today had to be the white bean kale salad. That was really good. And there's enough dressing, and I have extra kale, and I forgot to put the extra kale in the soup. That's okay. I'm going to make that kale bean salad tomorrow because there's extra beans, extra kale, and extra dressing. I'm going to be all over that. And so in terms of feeling full, I never feel full after a smoothie. I tend to get pretty hungry within 2 hours. So my afternoon smoothie of the blueberry smoothie was perfect timing because right after I drank that, I started prepping for dinner. And it was perfect. And I didn't feel hungry. When earlier, when I had the pumpkin pie smoothie, I was starving by the time I had that kale salad. Like I was getting hangry. Keep that in mind too. If that's something you want to have a smoothie, start preparing that kale bean salad shortly after. My thoughts. How Miley Cyrus eats. I say it's definitely doable. I think it's very healthy. I think if she puts protein in her protein shakes, that she gets enough protein throughout the day. Beans, a very good protein source if you're vegan. To make a complete protein, you should incorporate some rice sometime in your day. Maybe if I had some rice in this soup, it would be a complete protein. Plus there's green beans in here, so you may not even need the fish. So I mean, it's easily adaptable to make it how you like. You can eat predominantly plant-based and have a little bit of meat, or have no meat at all, and you can make it work. I quite like this diet. I have an extra pumpkin left, so I'm going to have some more pumpkin pie smoothie throughout the week. The blueberry smoothie, I could take it or leave it. I'm not a huge fan. But the soup, not a huge fan either. But like I said, I can throw some rice in there or throw some pasta noodles or something and just kind of make it more hearty. And I mean, it is hearty with vegetables. It's pretty clean eating. I think if I paired this with a good exercise practice, that I would definitely get some results. I know I'll never look like Miley Cyrus. Not that I want to look like Miley either, but she looks amazing, I have to say. I mean, my body type is totally different than hers. I know I'm going to look totally different, but I would like to shed some body weight. I think if I eat clean like this daily, do my F45 or do some walking and just even home resistance bands or something, that I'm going to notice a difference. So there's my thoughts on the Miley Cyrus diet. So I'm going to eat, I'm starving, and I'm going to close out this video now. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It'd really help with the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!